This week, we are coming from my new Rivian R1T 2024 dual performance, and there's exciting Rivian updates that you don't want to miss. From a sleek new accessory that's already sold out to behind the scene changes at Rivian, and even some hints at upcoming R2 and R3 models. Stick around because this week's news is packed with details that could affect your next adventure. First up, Rivian is now selling their cargo crossbar in a beautiful dark mode, a slick contrast to their previous bright model. This seems to be part of a growing trend as the new Gen 2 R1S also comes with the blacked out package. Personally, I absolutely love this new look. It adds a stealthy, almost secret agent vibe to your Rivian, making it stand out on the road in the best possible way. I love it. Chrome delete, this is the way. These crossbars aren't just about style though. They're built tough, capable of carrying about 250 pounds of gear while driving, or a whopping 600 pounds when you're parked with a rooftop tent. And when you're not using them, they stow away neatly in the gear tunnel or the front trunk. The telescoping capability allows you to quickly adjust and mount all sorts of different adventure gear on it. Plus, they come with a lock system to keep your gear safe from theft. But there's a catch. They're already sold out. So if you're eyeing these, keep a close watch on the Rivian shop for the next restock. What do you think of the new dark mode? Do you prefer the stealthy look or the classic bright option? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, on to some news that's been confirmed on Reddit. Rivian's chief software officer, Wasim, has solidified that the new Large Plus battery is actually a software-locked version of the Max Pack. This is huge because it aligns with earlier reports suggesting that the Large Plus battery can safely be charged to 100%. This is a smart move by Rivian, especially since the Large Plus battery features different charging and regen characteristics. We're still waiting on detailed charging tests, but this could simplify things for those who might worry about battery degradation from frequent full charges. For Rivian, this also means better battery health for vehicles that are leased and sold back, which should help to improve their resale value. Honestly, I think that this could become industry standard to help ease the concern about EV adoption. Honestly, can you imagine telling your grandma that she should probably only charge her car to 80%? Good luck getting that across. But what's your take on this? Do you think Rivian's approach could set a new standard for EV batteries, or is this just simply an inventory issue? Next, Rivian Tracker reported that Sarah O'Brien, Rivian's chief communications officer, is stepping down. According to Rivian, this was entirely her decision, and it doesn't hint at any internal issues. Now, Sarah has been an important part of the team in managing Rivian's communications during some of the company's most critical moments. Although her tenure has only been a few months, she's helped to craft Rivian's public image as they've grown into a major player in the EV market. Taking over her role is Marina Hoffman, who's been with Rivian as the head of corporate and employee communications. However, with several recent departures from Rivian, including people hired less than a year ago, it does kind of make you wonder, is there something going on behind the scenes? Or is this just the nature of a fast-growing company? I think that this is just the nature of big corporate business, and there's no hard feelings. In some more positive news, Rivian has just welcomed Sang-Soo, a software engineer veteran from Google, as their new VP of Infotainment Software. With over 18 years of experience, his expertise in AI and user experience will be key as Rivian pushes the boundaries on what in-car tech can do. Sang-Soo is excited to join Rivian, saying the opportunity to contribute to the future of electric transportation, particularly in the realm of infotainment software, is incredibly exciting. This move seems like a smart play for Rivian, especially as the company may face changes in the software team due to the Volkswagen joint venture restructuring. I imagine this is the first of many more hires for the software team moving forward. Next, Rivian's chief engineer of special projects, Brian Gase, has shared some updates, both good and bad on the upcoming R2 and R3 models. Here are the highlights as they travel with the vehicles on their cross-country tour. The final surface layouts have been shown, but not production ready. Front seats will slide and articulate like the R1, but won't fold flat due to safety regulations. Let's pause. I think this is a huge hiccup, as I know many people that were sold on this feature for future camping trips. It's just really sad to see that they had to change this one thing. Back seats will fold to a 4-degree angle. A compact spare tire might be included depending on the trim variant, single motor version coming later. No camp mode with self-leveling, keeping costs down due to the lack of air suspension. And the white color on the R2 is actually different from the white on the R1 with more of a pink undertone. Now let's move on to some of the more R3 highlights. Charge point will be on the driver's side rear, consistent across all Rivian vehicles, even on the R3. R2 and R3 share the same suspension, battery system, and drive units, but have different wheelbases. R3 is expected to have more range than R2 due to the better battery efficiency. Some of this news is slightly upsetting, but overall it doesn't change the R2 for me yet. But that's not to say they won't make changes in the future as we get closer to production that could push me away from R2 and could get me to buy this R1T after my lease. Now, let's talk about factory expansion in Normal, Illinois. Big news on the manufacturing front. Rivian is planning to take some significant steps forward with expanding the Normal, Illinois factory. There was a unanimous vote of approval from the town's planning commission. This includes a new 1.14 million square foot facility and additional parking for over 2,700 vehicles. This expansion is part of a broader strategy to ramp up production of the upcoming R2 vehicles, which are designed to be more affordable than the current models. Rivian's also planning a separate $200 million project to further expand in Normal, but this isn't a done deal yet. Local governments are working to extend the area's enterprise zone, which could be key to keeping the project in Normal. Overall, this could mean big things for Rivian's future production capabilities, and it's exciting to see how this plays out. Do you think that Rivian will continue to expand in Normal, or could we see them shift R2 solely to the new Georgia plant? Let's talk about Gen 2 vehicles. Gen 2 Rivian owners are in for a treat with the latest software update 2024.27, which introduces a brand new feature, High Beams Assist with a cutting-edge adaptive option. This isn't just your typical high beam setting, it's designed to make nighttime driving safer and smarter. This feature automatically activates high beams in low light conditions when the vehicle doesn't detect any streetlights or other road illumination. But what makes it really stand out is the adaptive option. When the front camera detects oncoming traffic, it partially dims the high beams, ensuring that you don't blind other drivers while still maintaining excellent visibility on your end. Ex-user Chris Glazebrook gave us an early look at this lighting feature in action with video clips from his Gen 2 R1S. You can actually see the headlights curve with the road as you approach a turn. When the high beams are on, the system intelligently dims specific sections of the lights, making night driving both safe and comfortable. This is a welcome addition that is now an available option in the US as it has just been A-okayed. Finally, let's talk about towing. Rivian's Gen 2 vehicles bring updated powertrain options and some changes to the towing capacities. If you're planning to tow, here's what you need to know about Gen 2. Here is a list of all the towing capacities for both R1T and R1S. Now, the biggest change is the reduction in towing capacity for some R1T models, dropping from 11,000 pounds in Gen 1 to 7,700 pounds in Gen 2. This might be due to weight distribution changes with the new powertrain setup, so if towing is a priority for you, make sure to double check the specs before you decide on an upgrade. But if you are towing, it makes sense that you should probably go with the Max Pack anyways, right? Thank you for watching as I do this Rivian rapid fire update from the back of my Rivian R1T. I can't wait to bring more content to you about this vehicle. It's awesome. And if you found this helpful, help me out and hit that like button and subscribe for more Rivian content. Until the next time, remember, adventure is always out there.